So this week I've been trying to introduce myself to nose slides and board slides. Okay, so let's start off with the nose slides. So I actually tried these last week, but apparently I was doing it all wrong. You see, I thought nose slides were a lot simpler to learn, but I soon realised that I was completely wrong about that. Because the thing is, before I even think about doing nose slides, I actually need to be confident with nose stalls, and last week I didn't attempt any nose stalls, so that was probably why I struggled with the nose slides so much. Okay, so a nose stall is essentially just an ollie, but I need to remember to distribute all of my weight onto my front foot so that I can balance the nose on a ledge. Okay, so there's a few things I had to get familiar with to do these nose stalls, and one of them was knowing how far away from the ledge I needed to be in order to get a nose stall. And also I noticed that the speed was super important here, so I needed to make sure that I was travelling like with a decent amount of pace, going quite fast into the ledge. Because nose stalling is actually much easier the faster you're going, because when the trucks slam into that ledge, it helps you just to get that balance and to get that weight onto the front. And also when I got onto the ledge, I needed to focus on putting all my weight forward. So literally just leaning forward as much as I possibly can, making sure that everything, all my body weight is on my front foot. But in the end, I managed to get some decent nose stalls there, and I'm quite happy with that. And the ledge was pretty high as well, so getting nose stalls on that is something I can definitely be proud of. Which means that the next step from here now is to do this at an angle. Because obviously when I'm doing it straight on like this, I can't slide across it because I'm literally going straight into the ledge. So if I do this at a slight angle, then I can sort of glide across the ledge, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now it is the board slide. Okay, so last week I tried to 50-50 this rail here, but I got nowhere near it, and I'm just nowhere near ready to be 50-50ing rails at the moment. But I reckon that a backside board slide is something that I can actually do on this rail, and maybe that trick is a lot easier to learn than to do a 50-50 on that. Okay, so on the screen right now, you'll see my first ever attempts at doing a board slide. Now bear in mind, this is my first time doing this trick, so don't expect anything spectacular. And to be quite honest, I'm just still building up my confidence with rails in general. But so far so good. I don't really have anything to compare to because this is the first time doing it. Which means that from here going onwards, I can just build from this and see the things that I'm doing wrong and see the things that I need work on. And just fix that, and hopefully I'll see progress within the next coming weeks on this trick. But anyway, going back to the board slides, I can already see that there's just no commitment throughout the trick. So it's good because my front trucks are getting over the rail, and I'm getting the front trucks over, and I'm sort of turning the board into that 90-degree position. But the back foot is just not following through, the back foot's not staying on the board, I'm not committing to the trick. And the reason why is all because of fear, because I feel like I'm going to fall and hurt myself and like bash my elbow on the rail or something. Yeah, so like I said, don't expect anything crazy right now, but be excited for where my progress goes in the future. Okay, so as you guys probably know, and you can probably tell from my videos, I'm still a beginner skateboarder and I'm still very new to this journey of skateboarding. So I've created an online community for all of us beginner skateboarders to get together and cheer each other on. And I've named it the Progression Club, because my goal was to create an online space where fellow beginner skateboarders can find a motivation to become the best versions of themselves on the skateboard. The community is still brand new and I'm still building it up, but as soon as you join the community, you'll get instant access to exclusive skateboarding related videos, which will never be seen on YouTube. And you can watch me get personal and share my perspective and struggles of being a beginner skateboarder. So make sure you check it out by clicking the first link in the description. So now on to some other stuff. So also this week, I continued with my practice of learning the frontside 180 on the bank, and I'm still struggling quite a bit with that trick. So the thing is, I can frontside kick turn on the bank, and I can ollie to fakie on that bank, but I just can't put the two tricks together. I just find it really difficult to lift and turn that board on the bank. So I suppose maybe I should just spend a few more hours learning that frontside 180 on flat ground. Because I guess the more confident I become with the frontside 180 on a flat, and then just the more confident I'll become with doing it on other stuff, such as a bank. And as a tradition, I can't end the video without showing my 50-50s on a ledge. So these are looking better as the weeks go on. So at this point, I just want to get them to the position when I'm not even thinking about grinding. I'm not even thinking about the trick in general. And I'm just at a point where I can just grind like it's nothing. That probably doesn't make any sense. But basically what I'm trying to say is that I just want to be super consistent with that trick and like nail it every single time. Overall, I think I'm progressing really well. And I'm at the point now in my skateboarding journey when I'm really starting to challenge myself, which is why the tricks are getting a lot more difficult now and I'm not really picking them up as quickly. So as usual, I'll be back next week with another update of my skateboarding progress. And remember, feel free to drop some comments if you see me doing something incorrect for one of the tricks, or there's something I can do better, or if there's just any general advice or tips that you have which will be beneficial for me. Because as always, the YouTube comments really help me a lot. Oh, and also make sure you check out my Instagram because I'm uploading daily on there.